heading home after work. Just as I was riding my electric scooter near my front door, I was stopped by a police officer. To my surprise, it was my childhood friend I hadn't seen in years. Seeing that I didn't recognize her, she came up with a mischievous idea and decided to tease me on purpose. "Excuse me, sir, why aren't you wearing a helmet while riding? So many people along the way aren't wearing helmets. On what grounds are you stopping me?" "Because you're unlucky." The other officer on duty with her heard this and almost choked trying to hold it in, wanting to laugh but not daring to make a sound. I looked up and gave a professional smile. "Now, officer, can I just pay the fine and be done with it? Scan this. Register your name and ID number. No fine for the first offense, but you'll have to pay if you do it again." Hearing that there was no fine, the anger in my heart subsided a bit. Luckily, I've always been law-abiding. This is the first time I've been caught red-handed. "Officer, aren't you guys off duty by 9 p.m.? Sir, if you had worn your helmet, you wouldn't have encountered me at all." I felt stifled by her words and almost couldn't take it. After filling out the form, I threw my phone in front of her, full of resentment. "Is this okay now? All right, you can go." Jiang Wan ignored my face, which was as dark as a pot bottom, just as I was about to get on the scooter. "Is there anything else? Put on your helmet." Jiang Wan pointed to the helmet in my basket and kindly reminded me. "Otherwise, you'll be stopped by my colleague at the next turn." "I really thank you so much, officer." I pulled the helmet out of the basket and shoved it haphazardly onto my head. "Sir, there's one more thing to remind you. Already frustrated by a weird patient tonight, and now I have to be lectured by this sharp-tongued officer." I glared at her, but since I was the one who broke the rule first, I was angry but didn't dare speak out, so I had to listen obediently. "It's best not to wear headphones while riding. If you hadn't heard my colleague calling you because you were wearing headphones, you might have been charged with disobeying orders." I give up. I really give up. In nearly 30 years of living, this is the first time I've met such an annoying officer. "Thanks for the reminder, comrade." Then I ripped off my headphones and stuffed them in my bag. I suddenly twisted the throttle and sped away. Behind me, Jiang Wan watched my receding figure, a slight smile curving her red lips. "Captain Jiang, we just received a report. There's been an accident on Yongkang Road." "Got it. Let's go." When I got home, my parents were still awake. I was standing in the entryway changing my shoes. Dad looked at me and said, "He Chen is back." "Yeah, I'm back." I wanted to walk to my bedroom listlessly. "My dear son, why do you look so miserable today? Was the hospital too busy? How about mom makes you something to eat?" "I'm fine." I was still dwelling on that demon officer, feeling resentful, in a terrible mood. I just ran into a huge idiot on the way back. My parents were completely confused. "Don't go back to your room yet. Sit down, sit down. Your parents have something to tell you." "What is it?" "Have some fruit. Let's talk while we eat." "That classmate of Dad's from when you were little. Uncle John's family. Do you still remember them? The ones I played with in the old house. Little Bean Bun's family, right?" "What Little Bean Bun? You even gave her a nickname." "Dad, don't you think she was fair and chubby and looked like a little bean bun?" "She's a traffic police officer now, quite impressive." I looked skeptical. My memory of her was still stuck in the old house. That chubby and round girl, like a New Year painting doll. Jiang Wan, who used to follow me around calling me brother. Later, when the old house area was relocated, the two families drifted apart, although the parents still kept in touch. I didn't have a phone back then, and was busy with my studies, so I gradually lost touch with Jiang Wan. It's been over 10 years since we last met. I had long forgotten what she looked like now. "It's He Chen. Jiang Wan is so beautiful now. Think about it. Your Aunt Jiang was a model. How could the genes be bad?" I curled my lip. Ever since I met that sharp-tongued hat sister tonight, I have absolutely no interest in beauties, but I still keenly captured the key information. "Dad, you said Xiaodobo is a hat sister?" "Yes. She has a terrible temper, just like you, ignoring the wealth and luxury at home, insisting on doing that hard and exhausting work." I didn't want to hear my dad nag about my job, so I quickly changed the subject. "So, are you and mom having dinner with their family in a few days?" "Not in a few days. Aren't you on the day shift tomorrow?" "Go straight to the restaurant after work. Uncle Jiang was just transferred back to Fuyan from out of town, and is preparing to settle down here. That's why your father and I thought the two families should get together." I don't have any objections. I'm just a bit curious what Jiang Wan has become now. Judging by my parents' tone, they're praising her to the heavens. "Then I'll try to get off work early tomorrow." I stretched and stood up. "Mom, Dad, I'm too tired today. I'm going to sleep. Go on. Get some good rest. The next day, I went to the forest shop to pick up my beloved car before work. After a full service, my Audi looked brand new again. I drove happily toward the hospital, listening to the car music. I no longer have to ride shared bikes, nor will I be caught by the traffic police. Pure bliss. I secretly vowed to definitely follow traffic rules from now on, and take good care of my car. When getting out of the car, I couldn't stop touching the door of my precious car. And all of this happened to fall into the eyes of Jiang Wan, who was escorting a drunk driver for a hospital checkup. She was in a hurry at first, and didn't notice me. However, my small blue car was far too conspicuous among all the black cars. The sun reflecting off the car was so bright that she couldn't help but glance over. I locked the car, humming a song, and strolled slowly into the hospital. Jiang Wan gave a light chuckle. Zhou Shang looked around curiously. Jiang Wan, what are you looking at? Hurry up, time is precious. Got it, Zhou Shang replied repeatedly. She glanced at me. On the department sign over there, 4 large words were clearly written, emergency surgery. I didn't expect that Ah Chun was already an emergency doctor. Your eyes have been wandering all day. Why are you always looking around? Zhou Shang started nagging again. Be quiet during work hours. The two accompanied the perpetrator through the examination. The appraisal results came out quickly. Jiang Wan stamped the diagnosis report and handed the documents to other colleagues. Once everything was settled, the traffic police had nothing more to do. Jiang Wan stepped into the elevator. Just as the door was about to close, an anxious male voice was heard. Don't close the door. Don't close it. Jiang Wan subconsciously pressed the open button. Outside the elevator, I was in a white coat, running over with a pile of sterile supplies in my arms. Thanks. I squeezed into the elevator, thanking her while panting. I looked up to see who the kind person was. Why is it her? Officer Jiang, are you here for treatment too? Jiang Wan's gaze slowly moved away from my face, staring at the descending floor numbers. Have you ever seen someone in a police uniform coming for treatment? Never. Then I said, oh, I know, you must have been injured while catching a criminal and didn't have time to change. I am a traffic police officer, not a detective. Only then did I realize how stupid I sounded. I really wanted to vanish instantly. Seriously, why did I talk to this pretentious traffic cop? Was my brain pinched by a door? Sorry. I woke up too fast this morning. My brain isn't working right. It's fine. The misunderstanding is fine. As long as you don't misdiagnose. You dare to question my professional ability? But before I could object, the elevator dinged. Arriving at the first floor, I was pushed out by the crowd. In the chaos, I faintly heard Jiang Wan say, the car is quite stylish. Make sure to follow the traffic rules. What does she mean? She saw me this morning. She's being sarcastic with me. I stood there, watching Jiang Wan's receding figure. Gritting my teeth, I said, think you're something just because you're a cop? I'm also a law-abiding citizen, okay? You caught me once. I don't believe you can catch me a second time. Just you wait. I've got my eye on you. If Jiang Wan ever comes to our ER on a mission, I'll definitely give her a warm welcome. After leaving the hospital, Jiang Wan drove back to the police station with Zhou Shang. Zhou Shang looked like he wanted to say something but stopped. Just say it. Zhou Shang startled and sat up straight. Reporting, Captain Jiang Wan, is there something going on between you and that doctor? Which one? The one you arrested yesterday. He and the doctor in the elevator just now. Aren't they the same person? With my years of experience as a cop, there's no way I misidentified him, especially since he's so handsome. I've never seen such a handsome doctor. He's my childhood friend. What? You're treating me like a toddler. It's obvious he doesn't know you. Tell me, did you fall for him at first sight? Plotting something mischievous? Red light ahead. Jiang Wan stepped on the brake and gave Zhou Shang a death glare. Zhou Shang shrank back toward the car window in fear. We haven't seen each other for many years. Isn't it normal that he doesn't recognize me? Then how do you know him? Jiang Wan, your intentions aren't pure. You little girl know quite a lot, don't you? You've even started analyzing me. I wouldn't dare. If you don't want to say, then forget it. I was just asking. There's nothing I can't say. A hint of shyness appeared on Jiang Wan's face. I like him. What on earth? The workaholic Captain Jiang Wan can actually like someone? Captain Jiang Wan, now that I've heard such a big secret, you're not going to silence me, are you? If I knew it was this explosive, I would have prepared myself mentally before asking. Is that the image you have of me? No. You are simply the role model of our police force. Alright, enough questions. Go back to the station and work hard. Mission guaranteed to be completed. After work in the evening, following the restaurant location my mom sent, I drove there early. After entering the restaurant, the waiter led me toward the private room, but not far ahead. A familiar figure flashed before my eyes. I rubbed my eyes, thinking I had seen wrong. That woman. Why does she look so much like that cop? I'm really puzzled. What kind of bad luck have I had these 2 days? Why do I bump into her everywhere I go? What's worse, I saw her walk into private room 208 with my own eyes. My steps froze instantly. Sir, what's wrong? I subconsciously swallowed hard. You only have one room 208, right? Of course. We don't have Area A or Area B here. Just this one. I was completely stunned. Standing at the door, I kept comforting myself. Maybe I saw wrong. Maybe she's some relative of Uncle John's. I stood at the door and saw all 5 people sitting inside, besides my parents and Uncle Jiang, Aunt and that young woman. Uncle, Aunt, sorry, I'm late. I specifically didn't greet Jiang Wan. Not late. Quick, sit down. Knowing you both are busy with work, it's not easy to get together for a meal. I scanned the room and found only the seat next to Jiang Wan was empty. I had no choice but to brace myself and sit next to her. My mom introduced her with a smile. He Chen, this is Jiang Wan. Don't you recognize her? Uncle Jiang also smiled and added, Jiang Wan has changed a lot as she grew up. She looks completely different now. On the other hand, He Chen has always been so spirited. I didn't listen to a single word of this. I caught only one key piece of information. The woman in front of me is the Jiang family's daughter, Jiang Wan, my childhood sweetheart who disappeared after middle school. I took a deep breath. Your little Bean Bun. Jiang Wan finally looked at me. A faint, elusive smile played on her lips. Long time no see, He Chen. My heart skipped a beat. I stared intently at her face. No different from that night. Still just as beautiful. But after changing into a dress, she seemed a bit more gentle. This is way more than just a big change. It's like she possessed her former chubby self. If she hadn't spoken, I wouldn't have recognized her as Jiang Wan if you killed me. My mom teased with a smile. Ha, He Chen. Why are you staring blankly? Mom didn't lie to you, right? Wan has grown up. She's becoming more and more beautiful, isn't she? I coughed lightly to hide my embarrassment, while the elders were pouring wine and chatting. Are you really little Bean Bun? Genuine and authentic. That day on the road, you recognized me long before you caught me. I knew it was you all along, so you did it on purpose. You even said I was unlucky, and sarcastically criticized my driving. You've gone too far. I'm your older brother. You wouldn't dare treat me like this when you were little, brother? He Chen, you're only a few minutes older than me. A few minutes is still older. Now, call me brother and let me hear it. Jiang Wan poured me a glass of juice. Drink some peach juice, and shut your mouth. This little Bean Bun isn't cute like she was when she was little. What should I do? I really want to pinch her cheeks. Beside us, my father saw the two of us, chatting quietly there. What are you two talking about? So happily. Tell us about it too. Uncle, I'm telling He Chen about when we were little. When we were kids in the compound. Wan and He Chen played together the most. Back then, everyone said, your personalities were the most compatible. He Chen loved to make a fuss, and although Wan was gentle, she could keep He Chen in check. This girl was so soft and chubby when she was little. She's not as cute as she was back then. Jiang Wan gave me a coquettish glance. You're actually right. When the old house was relocated, we didn't live together anymore. After that, Wan always mentioned missing He Chen. Isn't that right, daughter? Jiang Wan admitted it frankly. Yes, brother He Chen always protected me when we were little. It's simply unforgettable. I was drinking peach juice on the side, but as soon as I heard her call me brother He Chen, I almost spat out my drink. What happened? Did you choke? How are you still so clumsy even after growing up? Ha ha ha. Everyone at the table listened to us bickering, and they all laughed. For a moment, everyone laughed. The dishes were soon all served. I looked around, and they were all dishes I liked. Come on, let's eat. As the host, Father Jiang actively invited everyone to start eating. He Chen, try some. Uncle remembers you liked these dishes when you were little. Thank you, Uncle. I took a bite of the golden shrimp balls nearby, and tasted it carefully. Uncle's taste in ordering food is excellent. It's really delicious. Eat more if you like it. The more Father Jiang looked at me, the more he liked me. Wan, you eat too. The parents were chatting happily on the side, and I was preparing to catch up with Jiang Wan. Unexpectedly, Jiang Wan spoke first. Why did you become a doctor? When you were little in class, you said your dream was to be a celebrity. I said that? Back then you wanted to be a star. So when performing the play, you insisted on playing the prince. That was one thing, but you even insisted that I play the princess for you. I gave a couple of dry laughs. Can we please not mention this dark history? That was just childish talk. I am now a people's doctor saving lives and healing the sick. You must not look down on me. I know your abilities must be great. After all, the emergency room is a place that tests adaptability. Brother He Chen is also very excellent. This sentence left me speechless. I was already overjoyed inside, but my face remained calm. That's good. Otherwise, be careful when you come to the ER. I might settle personal scores. I believe you wouldn't. I've realized He Chen still favors these braised pork ribs the most. Regarding the extra piece of rib that suddenly appeared on the plate, did you poison this piece for me? Jiang Wan's little face instantly became puffed up. Yes, it's poisoned. Then she expressionlessly stuffed the meat into her mouth. I was eating heartily. Suddenly I heard Jiang's mother call me. He Chen, you don't have a girlfriend yet, right? No, Auntie. I've been busy with work. I haven't thought about dating yet. Auntie understands. Young people these days prioritize work. Our Wan is the same. She's never been in a relationship. I was stunned for a moment. Surely not. With her family background, her looks, her job. I couldn't help but glance at Jiang Wan again. Little Bean Bun has really become a big Bean Bun. Oh no. Bean Bun no longer suits her. Her beauty now cannot be described by food. These two kids haven't seen each other for so many years, and yet they still get along so well. Isn't that right? What kind of girls does He Chen like? I thought to myself about this question. I've never really considered it. As long as she's a good person, it's fine. I thought I wouldn't dare say I like a good figure, beautiful looks, and a pleasant voice. I'm afraid of being seen as a hooligan. Then our Wan fits quite well. Father Jiang pondered, then said Wan fits quite well. Don't let her lack of smiling fool you. She's just pretending to be cold. Actually, she's very warm-hearted. Jiang Wan looked at my mocking smile, sighed helplessly. Dad, old he. Seriously, if these two kids could get married, our family would definitely treasure He Chen. If he wants the moon in the sky, we old couple won't fool him with stars. Marriage isn't for me to decide. It depends on the children's wishes. Do you think I don't want Wan to marry into our family? As soon as these words were spoken, 4 pairs of eyes simultaneously looked at Jiang Wan and me. I was dumbfounded. What's happening? How did it suddenly become about matchmaking me and Jiang Wan? And my parents actually look very satisfied with Jiang Wan. What's this? Do they want me to have a flash marriage? This isn't a family dinner at all. This is practically a trap. Mom, Dad, what are you talking about? See, I was really too hasty. He Chen, please don't take it to heart. You and Wan can be whatever you want. If there's no one you like, consider the people around you. Our two families would be even closer. We can visit each other often. To avoid awkwardness for both sides, I took the initiative to state my position. I will often spend time with little Bean. Wan. Seeing that I didn't object, everyone finally breathed a sigh of relief. The meal was soon finished. Among the 6, only I was driving and didn't drink. He Chen, take Wan home. She drank quite a bit tonight. I'm afraid it's not safe for her to go alone. Father, he winked at me. I gave up struggling. Uncle, Auntie, do you live with Wan? I'll take you back as well. Oh, we don't live with her. She just bought a house downtown a while ago. The high-rise view is great. He Chen, just take her. Your uncle and I want to stroll around a bit. It's cool at night. During this, Jiang Wan stood quietly beside me. Let's go, get in the car. Can I sit in the passenger seat? Why not? My passenger seat isn't exclusive to girlfriends. Jiang Wan sat inside. Then wouldn't it be better if I were your girlfriend? I could feel more at ease. I didn't answer. Gave her a mysterious look. Then I sat in the driver's seat. For some reason, with a beautiful girl beside me, I suddenly felt the nervousness of taking a driving test. Are you taking the road test? So rigorous. Don't look down on me. I passed all my driving tests on the first try. Then why, when you're clearly turning left, did you use the right turn signal? Heavens! Why do I always lose face in front of Jiang Wan? I just had a slip of the hand and made a mistake. Where do you live? At Jincheng Courtyard, the one across the river. Okay, I got it. For a moment, the car fell silent again. Although I tried my best to focus on the road ahead, I could always smell on her a faint scent of perfume mixed with alcohol. I couldn't help stealing a glance at her to liven up the atmosphere. I turned on some music. Jiang Wan seemed a bit tired, curling up in the seat back. It was a gentle, lingering melody. Then I heard her singing softly by my ear. My pupils dilated for a moment. Jiang Wan's voice was already beautiful, and in her tipsy state, it had an indescribable quality to it, combined with the car audio. It made my heart beat uncontrollably. My fingertips tightened bit by bit, gripping the steering wheel tightly. He Chen, oh He Chen, you don't have to fall for her this quickly. You really are a slave to beauty. Another red light. Jiang Wan saw me shake my head vigorously, and then pat my own face. Jiang Wan couldn't help but laugh. Hearing her laugh, I immediately sat up straight, alert. What are you laughing at? Nothing. I just suddenly thought of something interesting. I breathed a sigh of relief. As long as she wasn't laughing at me. Shortly after, the car entered her residential area. Turn right, the innermost part of Building 5. Following her words, I finally didn't mess up the turn signal this time. I parked the car smoothly under the unit entrance. Why does this song suddenly feel less pleasant? Is it because Jiang Wan's harmony is gone? No. Jiang Wan is a little sister. A little bun. I shouldn't even try. I'll drop you off here. Mission accomplished. Officer Jiang has been delivered home safely. Jiang Wan turned to look at me, remaining still for a long time. I blinked, feeling confused. What's up? You're home, aren't you getting out? He Chen. Yeah, what is it? Saying it like this seems a bit abrupt. My sixth sense told me that Jiang Wan was about to say something shocking. Sure enough, the next second she looked up again. I instantly fell into those bright pupils. He Chen, should we get married? That sentence fried my brain. I stared in disbelief at Jiang Wan's expression, trying to stay cool while blushing. I swallowed hard. Jiang Wan, I've always seen you as a little sister. Although Jiang Wan is very beautiful now, but for the time being, I can't accept such a huge shift in identity. The phrase, I only see you as a sister, made Jiang Wan feel a bit aggrieved. Since I was a child, what I hated most was the age difference between He Chen and me. From my earliest memories to our eventual separation, I could only ever call him brother. Not that I was unwilling, but I didn't want to stop there. He Chen and I were childhood rivals, childhood sweethearts, but now, I'm no longer satisfied. Someone was bullied by me as a child, and said they hated me the most. Does that mean now that you're grown, you like your brother? Does liking you matter? Brother. As those two words fell, the hair on my body stood on end. A suspicious blush crept up my ears. Jiang Wan, are you drunk? I'm perfectly sober. Just 2 glasses of baijiu. I won't collapse from that. Especially during the first meal after reuniting with you. I wouldn't let myself get drunk. Jiang Wan, we haven't seen each other for over 10 years. Yeah, I have a bad temper. You know that. Yeah, I used to bully you every day. You didn't think that just because I grew up, I'd become steady and mature, did you? So, what is wrong with this person? Can't you read between the lines? So, you don't have to take the casual words they said at the dinner table as a mission. You wouldn't want to marry a husband who hasn't grown up, right? He Chen, do you still remember my profession? Is this the time to discuss professions? Besides, her arresting someone without a helmet was a hint my driving was bad. How could I forget? Of course I remember, the people's big sister, Comrade Cap. So what is Comrade Cap best at? Solving troubles for the masses, of course. Who doesn't know to find Officer Sister when there's trouble? Such a stupid question. Jiang Wan still. Wait, you're tricking me. I'm not. You said it yourself. I'm the best at solving trouble. As expected, women turn bad as they grow up. So, Chen, I'm not afraid to marry a husband who knows how to trouble me. Besides, back in the compound, every time we played house, you were the father, and I was the mother. That was clearly because we were the only 2 people of the same age in the compound. Even the children had to be played by the 2 dogs at the door. You even said, if I couldn't get married in the future, I'd marry you. Can I take it back? That was because I used to think Jiang Wan was adorably chubby, and I feared she'd still be that chubby and be rejected by others. But look at her now. How does she have the nerve to say she can't get married? Despite thinking this, for some reason, I actually felt my heart flutter. It would be quite nice to marry Jiang Wan. My parents are also very satisfied with Jiang Wan's character. I wouldn't have to worry about blind dates either. Most importantly, Jiang Wan fits my definition of beautiful. Thinking it over, the 2 of us seem very compatible. Thinking of this, Jiang Wan, are you off this Saturday? The topic jumped a bit too quickly. I have to work overtime on Saturday. I'm afraid I won't have time. Then how about Sunday? Sunday is fine. Jiang Wan withdrew her hand, creating a slight distance between us. Do you have any plans? I didn't say it explicitly, just saying, you go back first. I'll come find you on Sunday. Jiang Wan gave an almost inaudible sigh. All right, then I'll be going. Just as she was about to push the car door open, she suddenly turned around again. Chen, let's exchange contact info. Oh, okay. Let me know when you get home. Stay safe. Drive slowly. Yeah, I'm leaving then. I stepped on the gas, and the car drove away. I couldn't help but look in the rearview mirror again. She had a slender figure. Watching my car drive away, her silhouette gradually vanished into the night. After arriving home, Mother, he was sitting on the sofa waiting for me. Ah, Chen is back. Why did it take so long? Did you and Wan go off to play somewhere again? No, we chatted for a while downstairs at her place. What did you talk about? How was it? Was it a pleasant chat? It was quite pleasant. Mom, Dad, are you both very satisfied with Jiang Wan? What's the point of us being satisfied? Father, he was drinking water on the side. You're already an adult. Yet you're unwilling to date. We're just helping you give it some thought. Hearing this, my inner decision became even firmer. I was a bit hesitant at first, but since I don't have anyone I like anyway, being with Jiang Wan, I can still feel a little bit of a heartbeat. Perhaps she really is a very charming person. Mom, Dad, I'm going to register the marriage with her on my day off. Father and Mother, he looked at each other in shock. There's no need to be this sudden, right? Temperature is normal. This kid doesn't have a fever. Ah, Chen, your parents want you to date, but you don't have to go straight to the end. Mom, Dad, listen to me. One of us is a doctor and the other is an officer. We're both so busy. Where would we find the time to date? Many people have flash marriages these days. Let's just follow the trend. Just get married and be done with it. This isn't just my one-sided idea. Jiang Wan probably thought the same thing today. After marrying and living together every day, feelings will develop over time. This also settles the concerns of you two. It's simply a win-win for everyone. The more I think about it, the more I feel that marrying Jiang Wan is beneficial for everyone. All right, Father, he was left bewildered by my words. In the end, he also felt that there's nothing abnormal about young people having flash marriages. Besides, he was indeed very satisfied with Jiang Wan. The household register is in the TV cabinet. Father, he signaled to me with his eyes. You've grown up. It's your own decision. Your parents won't interfere too much. Your parents can only help you choose the person, but the path is yours to walk. I know, Dad. Please don't worry. I'm going back to my room now. You guys get some rest. Saturday night. Jiang Wan had just arrived home when she received my message. Are you off work? Just got home, having dinner. And you? I have sudden overtime today. Still at the hospital. Jiang Wan's chopsticks paused for a moment. Then she asked, have you eaten? I had instant noodles, but that's not important. I want to ask if you want to marry me. After the message was sent, Jiang Wan didn't reply anymore. I stared at the phone screen, as if I could burn a hole through it. No way. What's going on with Jiang Wan? She's disappearing at the critical moment. Does she not want to get married? Was that day just a joke? I waited 10 minutes and got no response. I couldn't sit still anymore. She couldn't have deleted me as a friend, right? With that thought, I opened her transfer page. Luckily, I wasn't deleted. Maybe she's just doing something else. An hour passed by unnoticed. Seeing that the relief doctor had arrived, I glanced at my phone. Not a single message. Is it too late to recall that message? Why do I feel like I'm forcing her to marry me? Please come in. My smile froze. The person coming in was Jiang Wan. Why are you here? Didn't she want to ignore me? Why is she appearing in the emergency department? How much longer until you're off work? Am I delaying your work? Not at all. I'm about to get off work. Who knew you'd come? Why didn't you reply to my message? But as the words reached my lips, I still didn't say it. Jiang Wan walked to my desk and put down the thermal lunchbox. He Chen, I didn't ignore you on purpose. I thought this kind of question should be answered in person. After receiving your message, I made some food for you and rushed over here. Let's go get our marriage certificate tomorrow. Okay? After Jiang Wan spoke these words gently, for some reason, my heart started racing again. Forget it. There's a chair over there. Please sit for a while. You're not mad at me anymore, right? I wouldn't argue with a little girl. After all, I'm older than you. An older brother should act like one. I don't care, little sister it is. As long as we can get married. There's plenty of time later. What did Jiang Wan cook? Why does it smell so good? Compared to the instant noodles I had, it's on a completely different level. This beef is so smooth and tender, full of sauce, paired with rice. It's simply a heavenly delicacy. Open your mouth. I'll eat by myself. Jiang Wan glanced around my office, and that half-eaten bucket of instant noodles was casually tossed aside by me. Eat fewer instant noodles in the future. When I'm busy, I really don't have time for a proper meal. But did you make this food? It's just too delicious. You like it? I'll make it for you every day when I go home. What else do you want to eat? I'll bring it to the hospital whenever I'm free. Then let's not trouble you. You're much busier than I am. How did you get here? Did you drive? Do you want me to drive you back? I drove here. No need to see me off. I have things to do tomorrow. But I can drive behind you to make sure you get home safely. Is my driving that bad in your eyes? Do you perhaps fear I'll hit a tree so you can be the first to arrive at the scene? What kind of logic is this? The two of them left the hospital, each with their own thoughts, and got into their respective cars. At this time, the city roads at night were already sparse. The two of them drove, one behind the other, keeping just the right distance. 20 minutes later, I turned into the residential area, parked the car. Jiang Wan turned off her engine too. I need to stop by my office in a bit. I'll pick you up downstairs tomorrow morning. No objections. See you tomorrow then. Yeah, remember to dress up a bit. I don't want a bunch of ugly wedding photos. I got it. Go on. You won't regret this after tonight, will you? If you tell me now, there's still time. We can still be friends. He Chen. Every choice in my life has been carefully considered. And don't you think it's pretty cool when childhood sweethearts suddenly get married? Yeah, it's really cool, little Bean Bun. Jiang Wan was looking all romantic, but she puffed up her cheeks after hearing that. I couldn't help it, and pinched her cheek. Then I turned and ran away. Jiang Wan watched my retreating figure, and let out a soft laugh. The next day, Jiang Wan drove to my place early. When I went downstairs, Jiang Wan was standing under the shade of a tree, quietly looking at the entrance of my building. Am I late? Have you been waiting long? Not long. I just arrived too. Got the household register and ID card? Of course. Are you afraid I'll run away halfway? I was worried you wouldn't want to marry me. How could that be? Marrying Jiang Wan is a win-win for everyone. I have nothing left to hesitate about. The two of us had a clear path and soon arrived at the Civil Affairs Bureau. Little Bean Bun, are you nervous? Jiang Wan looked puzzled. Actually, a little bit, but mostly, I'm excited. The staff handed us the forms. I scribbled my name with a flourish. Then I turned to look at Jiang Wan. She, on the other hand, wrote very carefully. After signing, the two of us went to take the photo. I proactively nudged closer to Jiang Wan, but didn't dare get too close. Why are you so far from me? Are you dissatisfied with me or just not used to me? I'm just not used to this yet. Jiang Wan probably saw through my thoughts, and took the initiative to link her arm with mine. My breath hitched for a moment. Very good, very good. Keep it like this. Groom, give me a smile. Think of something happy. I can't think of anything happy. My mind is full of work right now. Hey, that's not good. Look at your wife. Such a natural smile. If she weren't registering her marriage with me, I'd think she won 5 million. I straightened my back and mimicked her smile. The photo captured the moment we looked most compatible. That's more like it. A perfect match, a talented man and a beautiful woman. When the marriage certificates were handed to us, I finally felt it was real. Get in the car, I'll take you for a proper meal. I interrupted. Let me interview you. How do you feel on the first day of marriage? Jiang Wan thought for a moment. Then she took my hand and placed it on her cheek. It feels a bit hot. That's exactly how I feel. Sitting in the car again, I was still a bit dazed. Was I just flirted with by Jiang Wan? Jiang Wan asked with a smile. You're staring at me so intensely. I might think you want to eat me alive. Hello, Captain Jiang. Some urgent work came up at the station. They want you back for a meeting. Got it. I'm on my way. Okay, Captain Jiang. We'll be waiting for you. Go to work. I'll go home and eat with my family. Sorry, the work really came up too suddenly. It's okay. I work overtime often too. Neither of us should judge the other. Just as I entered the house, I received a message from Jiang Wan. He Chen, pack your bags. I'll pick you up after the meeting. Mother, he was surprised to see me back so early. Why are you back so soon? Where's Wan? Some urgent work came up. She went to work. I handed the marriage certificate to Mother. You and Dad can rest easy now. Old He, come and take a look. Your son's marriage certificate photo is just too beautiful. He and Wan are truly a match made in heaven. Father, he leaned in to see more clearly. He even put on his glasses. It's a bit lacking compared to us when we were young, but it's already very good. Dad, can't you just praise me? Are you moving tonight? To live with Wan? Dad, Mom. If you can't bear to let me go, I don't have to move in. Anyway, Jiang Wan doesn't care. What nonsense. How can you live apart after getting married? You can't bully her every day like you did when you were a kid. Does Wan know? She's already a captain. How could I possibly bully her? Don't worry, I'm going up to pack my luggage. No need for you to pack. Dad and Mom have already packed everything for you. It's everything you'll need. As for the big items, you two can go shopping and get them yourselves. Dad, Mom, you're so eager to kick me out. I just got married. Is that necessary? Just go. Stop this drama. Your house is only a few kilometers from ours. You can come home every day. But, when you come back, you must bring my daughter-in-law. I'll leave when she comes home from work. Mother, he spoke earnestly. She patted my shoulder. He Chen, since you and Jiang Wan are married, regardless of whether it was a flash marriage, she is your wife. You must learn to understand each other, to run a home well. Understand? Jiang Wan's character is fine, but feelings need to be nurtured by both. These words entered my left ear and left through my right ear. Sigh. Why do I suddenly feel an uncertain future? When Jiang Wan entered the meeting room, everyone was stunned at the same time. Why is Captain Jiang so beautiful today? Could she have a date? And Jiang Wan seemed completely unaware of the attention, simply flipped through the documents, then started the meeting. The meeting wasn't long, mainly based on the documents from superiors, deployed next week's work tasks. After Jiang Wan finished the last arrangement, she closed the folder and stood up. Thank you all for coming in on the weekend. Meeting adjourned. Everyone's phone went ding. From the group chat, Jiang Wan sent a red envelope. Captain Jiang, can we all claim this red envelope? Yes, claim it. Everyone gets a share. These people have worked together for years. No one hesitated. What's going on today? Did you strike it rich? I got married. Sending a red envelope to everyone. Ah, no wonder Captain Jiang is dressed like this today. Never heard she had a boyfriend. She rejected all the blind dates back then. Congratulations, Captain Jiang. When is the banquet? Too sudden. Thanks, I'll tell you later. Not a flash marriage. Ah. Jiang Wan. You got married without telling me. You're so unfair. Didn't I just notify you? Am I the same as them? I was the first person you met in the unit. A sister who's been through thick and thin. Fine, I'll set up a separate table for you at the wedding. Do I know the brother-in-law? You know him? Who? The doctor in the elevator that day. Boss, can you teach me how to in just 2 days make someone fall for you? Want to learn? Yes, I'm 26 too. I've never even held a man's hand. Jiang Wan waved her hand, signaling Zhou Sheng to come closer. Zhou Sheng hurriedly leaned in. Secret. Then she got in the car and drove away. Are we best friends now? Or the captain? You didn't even tell me about this when you came to pick me up. Jiang Wan was even called upstairs for a meal. After eating, I dragged my suitcase home with Jiang Wan. Are you tired? Give me your things. Go get some rest. After a while, just as I was about to ask, I saw the same pair on Jiang Wan's feet, except hers had little kittens on them. She likes these elementary school styles. I didn't think much more of it. I looked around a bit awkwardly. We sleep together? What? Do you mean you want to just sleep then? It's not illegal nowadays. Jiang Wan looked down, forcing the corners of her mouth down, leading me into the bedroom. It's indeed not illegal. I silently followed behind her, frantically preparing myself mentally. Sleeping together isn't impossible. At worst, we each take half the bed. What could a young girl like her do to me? I quickly held the woman's arm. The two of us were very close. The atmosphere suddenly went quiet. My heart beat a bit fast, and that pleasant scent that makes one intoxicated. Are we really going to live together, brother? My blood instantly rushed backward. I tried to change the subject. What perfume are you wearing? It smells quite nice. Jiang Wan chuckled. This one? She leaned closer to me. Now I could smell it more clearly. It's Fifth Avenue. Jiang Wan took a step back. She pushed open the bedroom door. The master bedroom is for you. I'll take the guest room. After saying that, Jiang Wan turned and went to another room. I took a deep breath. Then I peeked into the bedroom. Warm-toned decor. The sheets were brand new too. There was even a bookshelf. It was filled with books I like. Did you prepare these for me? I went to the mall a couple of days ago. I felt these were all things you'd like, so I bought them all. Thanks. I love them all. But did you prepare this teddy bear too? It looks quite like you when you were little. A round little bun. Let me help you unpack. Sure. I sat on the floor. One person, one suitcase. As soon as Jiang Wan opened the suitcase, the clothes inside practically flew out. We were both startled. I looked down. A pair of tight swim trunks fell out. Both of us were a bit embarrassed. I quickly put it away. Someone tell me, Why, my dear mother, packed my underwear on the very top? Is she really trying to sabotage me? Even the usually calm Jiang Wan was a bit flustered at this moment. Maybe you should organize first. I'll wait for you outside. Call me once you've sorted this out. Just go out. Right now, I wish I could dig a hole and disappear from this room. Jiang Wan said no more. She got up and left, not forgetting to thoughtfully close the door for me. After leaving the room, Jiang Wan quickly returned to her own room. She squatted down with her back against the door. Thank goodness, I didn't show any flaws in front of He Chen just now. By the time I had finished organizing all my clothes, 2 hours had already passed. Exhausted in body and mind, I flopped onto the bed. I glanced at my phone. It was already past 5 o'clock. I had broken a sweat from packing just now. I planned to take a shower now. My bedroom faced Jiang Wan's. Her door was open, but she wasn't in the room. Where did she go? Did she go back to work again? Why is it so quiet? I threw my dirty clothes into the washing machine. I didn't care where Jiang Wan went, and just went into the bathroom to shower. Jiang Wan's home could be said to be very large, although I haven't had time to look closely. This house must be at least 200 square meters. The bathroom alone was very spacious. There was even a circular bathtub inside. I curiously looked around the shelves. A series of bottles like body wash, bath bombs, and shampoo, arranged neatly. Girls really have a lot of stuff. These should be shared household products, right? Jiang Wan won't be mad if I use one, right? No wonder Jiang Wan always uses scented toiletries. They smell very pleasant. I don't know if it's because moving was too tiring, but while soaking, I leaned against the edge of the tub and fell asleep. Jiang Wan was waiting for me to pack my luggage. Seeing no movement from me, she came to the bedroom to look for me. Then she saw the bathroom light was on, but she couldn't hear any water sounds. He Chen. Jiang Wan's eyelid twitched. He didn't fall asleep in the bathroom, did he? She had no choice but to knock on the door harder. She didn't dare enter abruptly, but worried I'd catch a cold while soaking. Luckily, I'm a light sleeper. I heard the knocking in a daze. He Chen. I'm fine. Is something wrong? I felt the water getting cold and shivered. It's good that you're okay. I was worried you fell asleep and might catch a cold. She paused for a second. The blue bath towel hanging over there is new. Feel free to use it. Okay, I got it. Don't soak for so long next time. The water has gone cold. What were you doing just now? I didn't see you when I came out. I went to the study to read for a while. I'm still wide awake. Without asking what Jiang Wan wanted, I walked over. The two of us sat facing each other. Jiang Wan got a hairdryer to dry my hair. I'll do it myself. No need. Jiang Wan's hands moved through my short hair. I see you're too lazy to dry it yourself. I'll just do it. Could she be a bit less honest? But since she bluntly exposed me, I simply leaned back against the chair, contentedly enjoying the service from Captain Jiang. After my hair was dry, I stood up and looked in the mirror. Not bad skill. It's okay, little bun. After all, I married a husband who hasn't grown up. I have to know how to do everything. I warned you before we got married. You were the one who wanted to marry me. Jiang Wan chuckled. She reached out to pat my head, and I didn't say anything. Can I wander around the house? Sure. Let me know if there's anything you don't like. We can change it during next week's break. I don't really dislike anything. Your taste is quite good. Have you read all these books? Yeah, just to pass the time when I'm bored. I took a flashy novel from the bookshelf. I held it up before her eyes and asked. The title was Married to My Childhood Sweetheart. Jiang Wan looked down and took a closer look. Unbelievable. Jiang Wan, did you marry me because you read books like this? Read less of that. Careful not to become an idiot. With a dark face, Jiang Wan snatched the book and stuffed it back on the shelf. All right, I'll stop talking. Captain Jiang is getting angry. I wonder who started reading novels in primary school. I retorted, I wasn't reading novels. Those were comics. Jiang Wan was speechless. After wandering around the house, I finally sat back down on the sofa. I might as well play some games. What are you playing? Honor of Kings? No wonder you don't date. Now games have taken all your energy. Speaking of which, I should thank you. Without you, I would have had to go on blind dates. Thank you for being willing to marry me. Let's get along well from now on. I'm sleepy, going to bed. Did I offend her? How does her mood change so quickly? Oh, then good night. Jiang Wan paused for a moment, and finally went back to her room. Bored, I opened my phone again. I checked the time. It wasn't even 8 o'clock. How strange. Who goes to sleep this early? The next day, I woke up around 6. Unexpectedly, Jiang Wan woke up even earlier than me. She was already in the kitchen making breakfast. Good morning. Is there anything I can help with? Jiang Wan scooped the porridge out of the pot. It's already done. Go wait outside for the meal. Oh, These were the breakfasts he and I often ate in school. I didn't expect him to remember what I liked to eat. In the future, if you do the cooking, just leave the cleaning to me, or we can each take a day. I'm a good cook too. It's fine, I won't be tired. Jiang Wan rejected me without a second thought. Sleep a bit more. There's a dishwasher in the kitchen. You don't need to worry about the cleanup. I didn't say anything. I was thinking to myself, if Jiang Wan was being a bit too efficient. It makes me feel like a useless freeloading bum. I'm leaving then. Do you want me to wait for you to get off work tonight? I don't want to drive one after another again. Just eat by yourself when you get back. No need to wait for me. My finish time is unpredictable. Got it. I left the keys by the door for you. Remember to take them. I nodded. I watched Jiang Wan leave. I guess this is the first day after marriage. Looking at it this way, there's not much difference between the two of us and roommates. It was already 8:30 by the time I reached the hospital. The ER usually isn't busy in the morning. Not many people came in the morning. During my lunch break, I got a message from my good friend Guanjia. He Chen, I ran into an absolute beauty. What's up? Jia, is work not going well? It's not about work. It's that I was scolded by a sister in a hat while on location today. For what? You ran a red light. No, she was directing traffic there, and I just opened the window for some air. Then she caught me not wearing a seatbelt. Heh, she was just doing her job. Alright, it's fine. I know it was my fault, but that sister in a hat is super beautiful. Being scolded by her still feels a bit uncomfortable. Why didn't I remember to wear my seatbelt? The sister in a hat must have a terrible impression of me. Guanjia suddenly changed the subject. By the way, He Chen, you mentioned a flash marriage a while ago, marrying a childhood sweetheart. That sister in a hat who stopped me. Her colleagues all call her Captain Jiang. Seeing Captain Jiang, the smile on my face instantly froze. I quickly sent a message, needing to invite Guanjia for barbecue, preparing to discuss the details in person, the whole ins and outs of the situation. In the evening, I drove to the photography studio run by Guanjia. When dinner time came, the two of us headed straight for our usual barbecue place. Hurrying me to eat? He couldn't be asking me for a favor, could he? You haven't seen Jiang Wan for over 10 years. How did you suddenly decide to just get the marriage certificate? I shrugged. Both sets of parents agreed, and neither of us had time to date slowly. No time for a gradual, flirtatious courtship. So we just decided to live together. So you two had no feelings for each other before marriage? Aren't you afraid you're incompatible? Nobody's perfect. Getting to know her, she's actually quite good. Every day at home, she leaves warm meals for me. I then told the story of when I rode an e-bike without a helmet, and after being recognized by Jiang Wan, how she intentionally stopped me to make things difficult. Stunningly beautiful, yet so sharp-tongued. Only you could put up with this viper, Captain. After dinner, we strolled along the way. By the time I got home, it was past 12. I pulled out my phone only to find it had run out of battery and shut down. I took out the keys and pushed open the door. The house was pitch black. The whole building had an unexpected power outage. I fumbled my way to the bedroom to find a power bank. Just as I reached the bedside, a faint rustling sound suddenly came from the corner. My heart skipped a beat. I suddenly threw the object in my hand toward the sound. An unknown flying creature suddenly lunged at me. I rushed out of the bedroom and locked the door. Through the door, I could hear something constantly hitting it. Just then, the sound of the front door opening came from outside. Jiang Wan had finished work and come home. She turned on her phone's flashlight in the dark and saw me staring intently at the bedroom door. Why is the power out? What are you doing there? The moment I saw Jiang Wan, my tense nerves relaxed for a moment. There's some unknown flying thing in the bedroom, and the power is out. My phone ran out of battery and shut down. I couldn't check the circuit, so I could only wait here for you to return. Were you scared? I'll go check if the circuit breaker tripped first. Just help me with the light. I'm the one checking this. How could I let you come? In the darkness, I couldn't see the woman's blushing cheeks. Only by the faint moonlight did I see Jiang Wan nod. I reached out and flipped the trip switch. The whole house was instantly lit up. Jiang Wan and I cautiously entered the bedroom to check. The moment I looked up, I saw a bat hanging upside down from the ceiling lampshade. Maybe we should just call for help. This thing has too many bacteria. She opened the window to release the little animal outside. A bat visiting means bringing blessings. We shouldn't take its life carelessly. Besides, if my colleagues saw me asking for help over this, I don't know how they'd mock me tomorrow. Don't worry, I'm used to handling this kind of situation. I'll go cook. You just disinfect the room. After Jiang Wan finished speaking, she turned to the kitchen and boiled 2 bowls of steaming noodles. After they were cooked, she saw that I hadn't touched my chopsticks. I already ate out tonight. Had barbecue with my high school friend, Guanjia, speaking of which, that young man you stopped today for not wearing a seatbelt was him. Jiang Wan looked down and thought for a moment. It's fine. There will be plenty of chances to meet in the future. By the way, before we married, you suddenly suggested registering the marriage in the car. Was your reason really the same as mine? Just that you were too lazy to spend time dating? Otherwise what? Do you think I'd been secretly crushing on you for years? No, I didn't think that, brother. Then what were you thinking? Being called brother by her made the hair on my body stand on end. I hurriedly stood up and bolted back to my room. For the next entire week, I scheduled myself for all-night shifts. Every day at 5 or 6 a.m., I dragged my exhausted body home from work. Just as Jiang Wan finished getting dressed and left for work, our schedules were perfectly offset, living in the same big house, yet rarely meeting. On weekdays, I could only rely on the bento she left in the fridge, and handwritten notes, for simple communication. In the blink of an eye, it was Friday. Are you still on the night shift tonight? Jiang Wan sat at her workstation, feeling gloomy. Zhou Shang beside her saw through her thoughts instantly, and kept teasing her. Since our doctor he is so busy with work. Why don't you just go see him yourself? 5 a.m. After a full night shift, I was physically and mentally exhausted. Walking out of the hospital, as soon as I stepped down the stairs, I ran into Jiang Wan waiting by the road. I walked quickly toward her. You worked overtime all night? Yeah, I happened to have a mission on the opposite road, so I came to pick you up on the way. Give me the car keys. You just sit back and rest. Consecutive sleepless nights made drowsiness surge over me. Not long after getting in, I fell fast asleep against the seat. By the time the car drove smoothly back to the complex, after returning home, I walked toward the bedroom in a daze. Jiang Wan helped me freshen up briefly and stood by my bed for a long time before leaving. The next morning, I woke up and pulled back the quilt and immediately saw a cotton candy placed on the bedside table. Next to it was an exquisite box of strawberry cake. Jiang Wan leaned against the doorframe. I bought them on my way past the dessert shop. Yesterday while you were asleep, you were mumbling about cotton candy, so I just bought it as well. Perfect timing. Brother, let me feed you. Have a bite. Blushing, Jiang Wan offered a small piece of candy. I smiled and stretched. It's rare to have a day off from work. Captain Jiang, how do you plan to arrange today's itinerary? Let's go shopping. I want to get some things for the house. But what I didn't expect was, despite saying we'd get things for the house, Jiang Wan only focused on shopping frantically for me. From everyday jackets to casual shoes, she carried 7 or 8 shopping bags of all sizes. I didn't know whether to laugh or cry. I agreed to accompany you shopping. Why are you instead buying all these clothes for me? On the day you moved in, your clothes were scattered everywhere. I saw you didn't have many, so I thought I'd get some more, to make it easier for your daily wear. Passing by a luxury accessory store on the street, I thought about her careful care for me over the past few days, and decided to pick out a gift for her. Using thirst as an excuse, I sent Jiang Wan out to help buy drinks, and stayed in the store alone to choose an accessory. In the end, I chose a low-profile, versatile black leather belt. After all, Jiang Wan can't wear accessories at work. Not long after, Jiang Wan returned. I naturally hid the wrapped gift behind my back. After dinner, I hesitated for a long time. He still took the initiative to call Jiang Wan into his room. A return gift for you. Jiang Wan opened the gift box. Her fingertips gently brushed over the women's belt. You intentionally sent me out to buy milk tea earlier, just to sneak into the store and pick this, thinking that you often wear a belt during your daily duty. This accessory is practical, and will come in handy. Jiang Wan picked it up, measuring the belt against her waist. He Chen, do you know the meaning of couples giving belts? It's practical, but there's a tradition. A belt represents tying one's heart, bound together for a lifetime. I really didn't know about this subtle meaning. It was purely just a gift. No other intentions. Jiang Wan chuckled. It's just a joke. I really like the gift. We've been out all day. You must be tired too. Get some rest early. I have to go on duty now. I'll head out. After Jiang Wan turned and left, I lay flat on the bed. My mind was in turmoil. Clearly, since childhood, I always saw her as a chubby little bun of a sister. But after spending day after day together, when in close proximity, my heart always beats faster uncontrollably. Could it be that I really have developed different feelings for my childhood sweetheart? And so I agonized over it until midnight. The phone suddenly popped up an emergency notification from the hospital ER group. A multi-car pileup occurred on the suburban highway. Severely injured patients are flooding the hospital. Medical staff are severely short-handed. This isn't